Guys, welcome back to my channel. um Before we go any further, thank you to all those who have subscribed, and also if you like the contents of this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to comment and subscribe to the channel. Okay, so in this channel we talk about self-awareness, self-love, self-growth, and just improving your life in general, healing from past traumas, healing from everything that has not been treating you well in the past, and trying to be a better version of yourself. Now, before we go any further, I am just a quick disclaimer, I am not a health care professional or a mental health specialist or anything like that. I am just sharing my journey with you guys, hoping that we will heal together on like as we go along. Okay. So today I am going to take about self-love. Now, we hear this a lot. Everyone is always talking about how you should love yourself first before everybody else, putting yourself first, pouring into your cup first before pouring into others, because and how you should make sure that your cup is running over, and then what's running over is what you should be pouring into other people's cup, not necessarily pouring what's in your cup into someone else's cup, because you will actually run out eventually, which is in the physical sense, you will actually break down. And I've had those for I don't know how many times, because I have been feeling into other people's cups for a very long time, so much that I've had so many mental breakdowns. Okay, of which I'm glad that I have gotten better, and I'm slowly but surely getting to a great place. Let me put it that way. Yes. So now, self-love, what is self-love? Now, I'm going to talk about this based on how I feel and what I think it is, and what I think needs to be done by me, obviously, into finding myself, and taking this journey to recovery by myself, obviously. Self-love is when you love yourself holistically, starting from the physical all the way on into the inside, like the kind of person, loving the kind of person you are, loving the way you do things, loving who you are as a person, loving where you at, just loving yourself holistically. Okay, so now when we're going to talk about self-love, you need to first love yourself on the outside, like the physical aspect of yourself. That's what you need to love yourself, because that is what people see first, and that's what people attack the most. You hardly get people who attack you for who you are, like the kind of person you are. The most thing that they attack is the physical aspect of yourself, which is you need to work on that first. You need to make sure that you love yourself. Now, how do you do that? First of all, you need to find out what is it that you do not like about yourself. It might be your skin, because a lot of people are suffering with acne and they're actually not happy with that. And obviously, it comes with a lot of insecurities. Some cover it with makeup, which is, if it works for you, then good for you. But however, we need to find permanent solutions. For instance, if you're not happy with how your skin looks, number one, you need to take care of that, because there's literally nothing that you cannot fix. That I can say confidently. There's literally nothing you cannot fix that you do not like about your physical. And it doesn't have to cost money. If you've got money, good for you. Take that coin and fix what you feel like need to be fixed. If you do not, find a way. There's YouTube, there's TikTok. You can find literally each and everything on the internet to try and work on yourself. Okay, now you need to be careful with that as well, because you don't want to go overboard. Because if you like, there's a lot of people who have ruined their lives, who have damaged their body through plastic surgery, because they are fixing something, but they actually end up getting addicted to fixing. They end up seeing that, oh, okay, this is wrong. I need to fix this. I need to fix that. I need to fix this. They end up actually ruining their bodies because they want to fix each and everything. Okay, that's because they actually need they like people's approval so much that they want to make sure that people like each and everything about them. Okay, now let's say you've got acne and you would like to fix that. That is what's making you not love yourself enough, or that's what making you insecure. If you've got the funds, go visit a dermatologist, work on your skin, develop a skincare routine, just self care in general. Take care of yourself. Or if you do not like how your body is structured or how you look and all those kind of things, like for instance, with me, I don't have a problem with my body. The only thing I don't like is that my tummy, I've got a big tummy. That's the only thing I do not like. There's ways to fix that. Number one, if you are a person who doesn't like to gym or who doesn't like to go on diets and all those kind of things, you can buy shapewear. Now that's gonna make you feel confident, because it's gonna, for instance, in my situation, I can buy like shapewear so that when I'm wearing clothes, my tummy gets tucked in, buy waist shapers, all those kind of things, like waist trainers and stuff, to make sure that I try and fix the situation. If I want to fix it on a permanent basis, I can do exercises like I've done now. Yes, I've started exercising, and I want to make sure that I become, I don't know, I don't want to stop actually. I just want to be consistent, and yeah, in what I do. So I have started exercising, like doing the clothing challenges. So yeah, if maybe you do not like how, what else? Mostly it's the body and the face that people do not like the most. With your body, how you are shaped. Kuthiwa ukumila kakuhle uyazenzela. If you feel like awumilanga kakuhle, you can fix that. If you've got isishwapa, like a flat booty, you can deal with that. Do squats, do something, you know. If you feel like you've got I don't know, you want a small waist, work out, buy yourself a waist trainer. Just do something to make sure that you like your physique. Number two, you work on your appearance. Now, this means that you can't always be raggedy at all times, because we all know when you look good, you feel good. For instance, if I'm wearing like track pants and just a t-shirt and maybe some sneakers, I walk differently as compared to when I'm wearing heels and maybe a nice two-piece like pants and a top, or maybe a nice dress. The walks are even different, because obviously when I'm dressed nicely, I will feel good, as opposed when I'm just dressing anything anyhow. It doesn't really matter, because I just walk anyhow. So what I can say is that when you look good, you feel good. Now, what does that do to you? It boosts your self-confidence and your self-esteem, and that will make you not care about what other people say. For instance, like today, I can see that my skin is popping because I've been taking care of my skin now. Yes, my hair is not new, it's not fresh, but I have brushed it nicely, tied it up nicely so that it looks good and presentable. So if somebody comes to me and say, you actually look ugly and your hair is not neat or whatever, like saying all those kind of things, that's not going to bother me, because I know that I do not look ugly. I know that I look good, and my hair is neat, and I have done it the way I want it to look. So if somebody comes and attack my physical appearance, that's not going to bother me, because that's what actually people like to attack the most. You hardly find someone who's going to attack you on your personality or the kind of person you are. You hardly get that. Most of the time, people attack the physical because they know that it's something that you can see, and it's something that you're going to feel down if they are taking you about it. For instance, if you have acne and then somebody tells you about how your skin looks like this and that, obviously you're not going to like that because you also see that you've got a skin problem. So that's going to make you feel some type of way. You see, so make sure that you work on your physical appearance before anything else, so that you are content with that, so that you love that, um, so that when people try to attack you on it, it doesn't bother you because you know where you stand with yourself. Okay, so you need to self-care, and yeah, take care of yourself holistically. All right, so another thing is self-respect. Number one, you need to self-respect. Okay, that's actually number two. You need to respect yourself. Now, how do you respect yourself? Treat yourself the way that you would like other people to treat you, because you can't expect people to talk to you a certain way. For instance, I'm not like, I wouldn't allow, for instance, my main boundary, I do not want any, you can call me any name. I don't really care about what you say, but you do not call me stupid. That's the one thing that I do not like, because I don't know, I guess it's from childhood traumas. When I grew up, I was a very timid child, and I was very quiet actually. So, when you're too quiet and maybe they send you to the shops or something like that, and then you don't find what you were looking for. Now, because you are a quiet person and you are so reserved, and I'll say you are shy, you won't be able to ask people. Maybe you will be scared of asking people, okay, where can I find this and this? And then maybe you go back home and say, no, I didn't find it, it was not there. And they'd be like, yeah, that's because you're so stupid. Why didn't you ask? Why didn't you look for it there? Why didn't you go to this other shop to look for it? And that used to be the case with me, because I was just so quiet as a child. And now I don't want anybody calling me stupid. If you call me stupid, then I will deal with you accordingly. Now, by self respect, you need to make sure that as much as you do not want other people to call you stupid, you also need to watch how you speak to yourself. You can't be calling yourself stupid as well. So, you need to have self respect, have values, have standards, and have clear boundaries. Boundaries that you are going to make sure that you stick by, values that you're going to stick by, values that you going to make sure that nobody crosses over these boundaries, and you need to stick to it. You can't be letting people cross those boundaries that you have set for yourself. That means you do not respect yourself then. You do not respect yourself enough to actually respect yourself first. So you need to also watch how you speak to yourself. You cannot be saying negative um, things about yourself. You need to be kind to yourself, because what you feed your mind is actually what you're going to attract eventually. You know the law of attraction. um, you are what you attract. So if you're going to be unkind to yourself, say all those negative things, um, treat yourself in a negative way, and not see worth on yourself, that means that you're going to attract that, and you will attract people to your life, people that are not going to respect you. You're going to attract people that are not going to, be kind to you. You're going to attract all those other things. So you need to be kind enough to make sure that you treat yourself better, be good to yourself. Okay. So also, by doing that, be positive. That's the point that I want to get to. Be positive and speak to yourself positively. Feed your mind with positivity in order for you to see the positive in you. Okay, so yeah. Now, when you have values and clear boundaries, nobody's gonna just step through those boundaries if you make sure that you make them clear from the get-go. If somebody tries to cross over, make sure that you correct them. Make sure that you deal with it right there and there. Don't wait. Don't, be lenient about it. Also, it doesn't mean that you should be disrespectful about that. Okay, so yeah, that's actually what I wanted to talk about today, because self-love is what actually leads to, um, yeah. Self-love is actually what leads you to saving yourself, making sure that you deal with things the way you're supposed to deal with them. And it actually teaches people how to treat you. The way you treat yourself also teaches other people the way that they should treat you. Okay, so yeah, that's about it for today. Please do not forget to like and comment and also subscribe to the channel. Yeah, well, I'll see you next time. Have a great one. Bye.